Jon Stewart's Irresistible kicks off with a viral video, the kind of politically paradoxical YouTube fodder blue state America, or at least a certain subset of it, just loves, a scene of a conservative white American doing the right thing. The moment in question is a town hall in the small, conservative town of Deerlaken, Wisconsin, at which a military veteran and farmer, Colonel Jack Hastings, Chris Cooper, speaks out on behalf of the rights of the vulnerable undocumented workers in his community. He's doing what liberals don't expect conservatives to do, acting according to a genuine moral compass that defies party politics, thwarts Fox News jingoism, and proves that despite everything, there can still be a show of heart in the Heartland. Cue the political vultures, campaign strategists and policy wonks, combative data nerds, in short, the DC elite. And the ride-along barnacles on their sides, the media. Cue the top strategist of the Democratic National Committee, Zimmer, Steve Carell, hopping a plane to Deerlaken to convince Colonel Hastings to run for mayor of his small and struggling town, which has been economically stagnant since the closing of a nearby military base. Its school is on the verge of closing, unless the town comes up with money fast. As Gary learns early on, it may as well be stuck in the dark ages, as far as Wi-Fi access is concerned. According to its marketing, Irresistible is a satire. Whether the film actually lives up to this is worth questioning, to a degree. Do not strain your brain on this one. If Irresistible's backhanded humor, which is seemingly at the expense of everybody, for fairness' sake, feels obvious to you, trust your gut. If your instinct is that its political commentary feels a little behind the times and beside the point, and you get the feeling you don't really need to finish the movie, which costs $20 to rent, I would again encourage you to trust that instinct. Irresistible, which Stewart both wrote and directed, isn't really worth that, not for seeing Rose Byrne play an enjoyably crude Republican strategist named Faith Brewster, nor for seeing Mackenzie Davis as Diana, the Colonel's smart and able daughter, nor even for the chance to see Topher Grace and Natasha Lyonne square off as if they were the warring halves of Nate Silver's data-addled brain. The movie is occasionally funny, though not nearly as funny as it could be. Its preference is for plucking the lowest hanging fruit and, more urgently, letting its own audience off the hook. Though Irresistible occasionally lands a point, a soul surfaces briefly, thanks to Cooper, the movie ultimately doesn't have the guts to be the movie it needs to be. Its subject is about what you'd expect, the near-insurmountable culture gap between the DC power figures who've hijacked the country's political process and the Heartland they desperately need to get on their side.